What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Pepe's price is getting closer and closer to the breakout that we've been looking for, and I want to give you just a quick update on what all is going on right now, what I'm expecting next, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. And don't forget, guys, if you do want to trade a little Pepe yourself on up to 50x leverage and many other cryptos on up to 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, when you do sign up and deposit for the first time, specifically with my link, anywhere between $500 and $100,000, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on first-time deposits, my friends. This means that if you deposit, say, $5,000, they're going to give you $500 extra to trade. And say you turn that into $1,000, guys, all that profit you made is yours, no strings attached. This means you can withdraw it, spend it, reinvest it, do whatever you want with it. It's literally an opportunity to make free gains during the bull market, so go take advantage of that, especially while that deal does last, because I don't know how much longer it will last. So, looking at Pepe here, okay, let's kind of get a quick idea of what we've been talking about in the last few videos so you can get a bit of context as to what we've been talking about or what we're going to be talking about in this video. So over the last couple of videos, we've obviously been tracking the macro move from Pepe. The fact that his price held up some support extremely well, broke absolutely phenomenally towards the upside, and what it's doing right now is trying to take this previous all-time high and turn this into support. We have this huge point of resistance right here, and Pepe's primary goal is to turn that resistance into some support, and it's been doing a very good job. And I've told you all pretty consistently that if Pepe can successfully flip this resistance level into support, that I think we can see this bad boy push up to the 3, 3, 5, 4 levels. I think pushing up towards these higher 4 levels, it makes a lot of sense, and so I told you, of course, that we'd keep you updated. Well, over the last few weeks, Pepe's definitely slowed down a lot, kind of pissing off a lot of investors and making a lot of people wonder, what in the world is going on? And my primary thought process with Pepe recently has been, listen, I know it's frustrating, but you have to understand that in bull markets, things like this are good. And whenever a crypto can truly be able to build up a support level, a macro support level on top of a major point of resistance, if you can get a major point of resistance and flip it into support and have a truly strong fundamental foundation, usually during bull markets, this leads to absolute rips to the upside. I'm talking absolute rips to the upside. And so although it can be frustrating and annoying and boring, it is very important. Now, getting, fast forwarding a little bit more towards modern day, what we've been talking more about and what we especially talked about yesterday was the fact that Pepe's price was finally working itself back up towards this green box. And you and I both know, if you've been on the channel for a minute here, that the green box is so important. And if Pepe can break this green box, that's what opens the door to the top side. And so today we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into what is happening at this green box and why what we're seeing is actually very, very good. Now, let's talk a little bit about what's going on there. And to do that, let's go down to the 4-hour charts a bit, because it paints a bit of a clearer picture. So there's your context of the day. Now let's talk about what comes forward. Now I will mention, there may be things in this video that I say that are a little bit confusing, especially if you are new to crypto, new to technical analysis, or trading. And so if you are someone who is a beginner, I'm talking brand new to this, and you're trying to just get better at this whole crypto thing, or maybe you're on the other side of the spectrum and you are very advanced, but you feel like you've plateaued and you just want to get better, all that I ask from you specifically is to stick around to the end of the video, because if you do, I'm going to tell you about the Discord server and what's happening over here, because people are learning at a rate faster than I've ever seen before, and it has been leading to hundreds of percentages of gains every single day. So again, if you're somebody who simply just wants to get better and use those lessons that you learned to turn it into more money and gains, just stick around. Just trust me on this. Just stick around, okay? So, going into Pepe. Now that you have your context, let's talk about what's happening now. Well, over the last 24 hours or so since the last video, Pepe actually worked itself up to the green box. And I was very curious to see what happened here, right? Like, would it respect the green box? Would it clear the green box? And what you can see is that Pepe's price worked itself all the way right back up to that green box that we've been talking about between the 2242 level and the 240 level, right up here. Now, what's interesting is that although Pepe is getting rejected right now, I would actually say it is getting closer and closer and closer to breaking out. One, obviously, from a price perspective, the higher it goes, the closer it's getting. But two, more from the distinguishable resets that we're seeing across multiple indicators at once. So for example, if we look at something like our 4-hour MACD, okay, do you see here how this 4-hour MACD is starting to spiral a little bit, and it's having this little moment where it's going like this and up and down and up and down, but it's really kind of starting to squeeze and spiral and coil into this little thing? That's usually a good sign, because usually when this happens, big moves to the upside can soon follow thereafter. Like, look at the last time this happened. Let's go right back here we go. So you see how as we were seeing Pepe's price kind of go downwards a little bit and find the support, we were seeing that little spiral starting to form right here, and then bam, we break to the upside. That's kind of what I'm looking at. And the coolest thing is that if we actually do go back out out to the daily MACD, something very important is happening. We're actually seeing Pepe's daily MACD resetting to a level that it's not been at since that same pump that I just showed you. What you can see here is that the last time Pepe's MACD was at these levels of in terms of bearish momentum, which are the red bars, the last time was actually well back here, right before Pepe did finalize putting in that bottom and then going for this huge push towards the upside. And so whenever I see moments like this in which Pepe's price really hasn't dumped that much, it's really just been going sideways, but its RSI, or for its MACD, for example, has been starting to really cool down and reset, it's a very good sign that that support that we're looking for is being built. Now, when you combine what we're seeing on the MACD with what we were seeing from the RSI, it paints an even better picture. What you can see is that our RSI has been constantly trending downwards, all the way back towards the 50% threshold right now, opening up all this room. I mean, realistically, this RSI has reset. How much is that? Our RSI is down about 30% from this high to where we are in the same time frame. Realistically, Pepe's price itself is only down about 17%. So whenever we're in a situation like this, when the RSI is resetting at a faster rate than the price, it means that it's more likely that the price itself will reset and try to find a push upward soon. Then you look at something like the 4-hour RSI, for example, and this is also looking good. We came back down. We found some of that support. We hit all the way back towards that 33 threshold, and now we're trying to find a balance on the 50% threshold. All of these are just good signs to go to show that the reset that we're looking for is happening. And so even in a moment like this where we do reach the green box, we're not seeing a major rejection to the downside with the RSI and the MACD absolutely nosediving. No, from the macro sense, they are still resetting and they're still cooling down in a strong way, meaning that even though Pepe's price, say, technically could still come back down towards some of these lower levels, it's becoming more and more likely that it does break out to the upside the longer that we go while we're in this. And so in my opinion, again, although it can be very frustrating, I understand that this is still a very good thing that we're seeing from here from Pepe. And the likelihood is that we will create this liquidity zone that will then be used eventually for a push upward. So I like what I'm seeing. Although we're not seeing the breakout quite yet, I do like the fact that we got back up towards this green box. I do think that we may try to find a higher low and give it another hoorah towards the upside. So we'll be watching it very closely. Once we do get a little bit of clarity of whether, we're coming back down or we're pushing upwards, I'll give you another update sometime tomorrow, just going over it. But I more wanted to show you some of these bullish signs that we're seeing from Pepe here, just to kind of ease your mind, because I know it gets annoying when these cryptos go sideways like this for about a month, but it is a very important thing that happens and you need to accept it. Okay, so with that in mind, that's about it for Pepe. As I did mention before, if you are someone who wants to start learning more about crypto, getting better at crypto, and using those lessons you learned to generate more gains, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go down to the Patreon and check out the two options. There's one for $17 a month, one for $5 a month. This is a Netflix subscription or cheaper, but what you're going to get access to when you do choose your tier is the Discord server, which has things like Insights with Tyler, which comes with some of the things that I'm buying and selling and trading, my insights and thoughts and opinions and advice on certain situations and things that I'm seeing. Daily technical analysis reports on all your favorite cryptos, daily fundamental analysis reports on the broad market itself. I've hired 2 professional teams of traders who give their buy and sell signals every single day during the week. And the craziest thing is these are people, again, who live off of trading, who breathe trading, and they're giving you their buy and sell signals, just giving them to you. It's insane. They don't eat if they don't trade, and you get to see exactly what they're seeing and what they're thinking. It's insane. You get premium classes on things like the Fibonacci's, things like 5 keys to bull market investing. You get premium live shows on a weekly basis, beginners courses. These are 30-minute long courses with 20-page presentations provided to you on things like leverage trading, technical analysis. I have one coming on fundamental analysis, meme coin investing, altcoin investing, and there's Tyler's tips as well, which are these little 2 to 3 minute long videos just going over random things that I think will be helpful. In addition to all of that, you get access to, of course, our just absolutely amazing community. There's a premium questions chat where you can go in and ask questions to me or one of the coaches, and the community's eating that up and they're going insane, taking all of these lessons, taking all of this value and absolutely generating gain after gain. This is just today, guys. 200%, 100%, 125, 250, 200. Again, this is all just today, and I can scroll and scroll into yesterday and the day before yesterday. All of these gains are stacking up because these people are taking these lessons and turning them into strategies and using those strategies to make gains. So again, if you want to be a part of that, all I ask you to do is go down to the link below. Go check out the Patreon. It's for the price of a Netflix subscription or cheaper. So go check it out. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to go get that 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000 over on BTCC. But as I mentioned before, I like to give you guys one update a day on Pepe. So if you did enjoy this one and you're looking forward to the 5 or 6 videos going out today, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.